Yeah, we have it.
Nice.
All live on the air.
That face when we have it.
Yeah, bitch.
Oh my god! So random. Oh my god! So random.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. My name is Bryan, and I'm joined here with Dirk. Here on OMG So Random Hee Hee. It's another Tuesday night if you're watching live on Twitch, twitch.tv /OMG So Random Hee Hee.
That's right.
Shout out to all of our sweeties who join us regularly for these beautiful recordings. We love you so much. I love you. I love you. Right? I love you. Right? That clip. Maybe we'll talk about that later, actually. I don't want
to. Yeah. I wasn't able to get audio for it, but we can definitely talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So first off, thank you, all of you who stuck through that Gadzooks challenge that we just endured.
Yes, thank you so much.
Still not sure what's going on, but we'll figure it out. Second, our NFT is still for sale, but I have some troubling
Unbelievable.
news.
Oh, no.
The price of Ethereum
No.
has gone down.
Oh, no.
So it's
not this again.
I just checked it before we went on the air. The current value of our, how do you want to say it, inaugural fucked up boop, is sitting at $9,061,650.
$9,061,000, so it literally lost $1 million in value.
Right, because we set it at
to 10, which is what it's worth.
Well, we had to go buy Ethereum.
Unbelievable.
Which is the stupid cryptocurrency.
It's the Bitcoin, right? It's one of the Bitcoins.
It's the Bitcoin that we had to use in this particular situation.
Okay.
And so when I minted the NFT at $3,000, that put us just over $10 million.
Yes.
Unfortunately, these Bitcoins fluctuate in value all the time. And lately, this Bitcoin has just gone down a little bit.
Right. It's just like, basically what Bitcoin is, it's just a graph. Yep. Some guy is out there having fun drawing a graph, and everyone's hanging on like every friggin' curve. Like, oh yay, he did the good one. Oh no. Right? And it's just a guy drawing a graph, and for some reason everyone is so enamored by him that they're, I don't even know, spending their lives watching these graphs and
and they're destroying the environment just so the graph can keep going.
Right, but we aren't with our NFT because it's worth $10 million. So if you factor in the math with how much it takes to make it with how much we will make, it doesn't count.
Exactly.
So,
and also, there was, when I minted the NFT, they tried to get me to pay this thing called a gas tax because it takes actual fuel to create the blockchain, I guess.
Fossil fuel?
Fossil fuel.
Oh no, that's got to get shut down. Yeah. We're done with the blockchain. You're going out of here. Wait, hang on a second. This currency is just based on fossil fuel, more or less, is what it is.
If that's
the Bitcoin
case,
is a
listen. If that's the case, then my car is a fucking Bitcoin, right?
Right.
Because it runs on gas too.
Unbelievable. I got a friggin' Bitcoin in my kitchen that I cook my food on every night.
Yep, exactly.
Right?
Yep.
Running on gas, baby.
You've got a Bitcoin stove. So yeah, our NFT right now, actually, if you're in the market to buy an NFT, the price has never been lower.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So NFTs are only a different Bitcoin called Ethereum.
So
Ethereum.
I don't really know what I'm doing, frankly. But the website that I minted this NFT on uses Ethereum, which is a Bitcoin.
Okay.
It's a certain type of Bitcoin. There are hundreds, if not thousands of different Bitcoins out there.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And what do people think it's worth money if there's so much of it? It's just like,
maybe we should get a crypto bro on the show sometime.
It's decentralized. Yeah. That's all they're gonna say. Okay, but what does that mean? I don't care.
It's just
what is
decentralized.
Okay, and
there's not a bank.
So, yeah, but there's 150 million of them that everyone, John, Jake, and Jimmy are all making their own. Yep. John, Jake, and Jimmy each have John, Jake, and Jimmy coin.
Yep, and then there's John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt coin.
Right.
Because his name is my name, too.
And then he has a second series, the His Name Is My Name 2 series.
Yes.
Where he gathered other people similar to himself that also had silly, funny names, such as Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Right.
Yeah.
That is correct. Mm-hmm. And that is only available to people whose name is Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. And it's currently valued at $10 billion for one coin.
Yes. Absolutely.
Maybe we should start our own coin.
Yeah, dumbass coin.
No, it should be the thinking man's dipshit coin.
Oh,
if we were to do a cryptocurrency, it should be based around the thinking man's dipshit.
Yeah, but see, the more you make of it, the more it loses its value. So I'm just worried, you know?
So we make 2 dip coins valued at like $50 million each. And then just 2 sick fucks out there will buy them and then trade them back and forth with one another.
And that's just kind of what you do with these coins too, right? Just like how you did with an NFT, you just make up what it's worth.
Yeah, you just set the price, I guess.
Okay, yeah. Great idea. And it's decentralized, so...
Yeah. It's going to be great. And then we can start making NFTs and charge in what I'm going to call Dipcoin. Because I think it'll get a lot of different people excited. One will be people who use chewing tobacco. Another group of people, the ones that got really into the swing revival in the 90s and still have not given it up, they will be into Dipcoin.
I think I know like a new swinger. I was going to say a new swinger, but that's not right. Someone that's like very young, but like got into it.
Really?
It's interesting. I guess that's what we call them, new swingers.
Yeah, new swingers. They saw that Gap commercial when they were kids, and they just got really excited.
The fans at home, can you see my tummy? Like, how much of me can you see? Can you see this?
I can see. Yeah, I can see your tummy.
I know you can, but do you think the fans at home can?
I'm looking at the screen that they would see, and yes.
Right. And they can see my tummy.
We can see you twiddling your tummy.
Does it appear as if my tummy is like the focal point of this entire episode?
No, I don't think so.
Is it like the 50 Cent song? My tummy, wherever I go, he goes. Yeah. Tummy Ruck Spin, now in stores and available for young boys at home. That's right, it's Tummy Ruck Spin.
Wow.
Take it home and cuddle with his tummy.
Cool Guy Zune just gave us some bad news.
Oh, no.
There's already a dip token.
Oh, of course there is, because there's 100 fucking million of these things. And everyone's just like, watch the graph, man. It's going up. Okay, cool. And then next week it's going down, like, and you have nothing to show for it either way. So I don't fucking care at all.
It's all made up. Like, what?
Oh man, I had 49 million in crypto last week and now I got nothing.
Well, oh no. My made up money is gone.
Yeah. This money that I never held or even, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fucking whatever.
Let's transition into something a little more positive.
Okay.
Every week I get stats, listener stats. This is going to be a little inside baseball for everybody.
Oh boy, okay. All right.
So I get listener stats every week on how we did in the previous week. And so I opened up my little report, my silly little report that I get. And I noticed something very exciting.
Uh-oh.
We cracked the top 200 of the Slovakian comedy podcast charts.
No way!
Yes. We are in the top 200 of the Slovakian comedy podcast charts.
We're in the top 200 of the Slovakian podcast charts. We're in the top 200.
It's the Slovakian podcast chart.
This just further solidifies in my head that if we were to do a tour, like an actual tour, we need to go through Eastern Europe.
Oh, without a doubt.
We would be kings.
Imagine, like, just in Serbia, like, the hymns that we could sing as we, like, rode through the countryside. And even, like, we could just join in. I'm sure it's just constant hymn. Nonstop. From what I understand, it's just nonstop hymns.
I bet if they caught us napping along the side of the road, Serbians would gather around us and start singing, "They are not dead, they are just sleeping. They will wake up soon.
Scooby-Doo."
Yeah, until we woke up.
Right, because we wouldn't be dead, we would just be sleeping.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would definitely be singing hymns literally the entire time we were there. Maybe even, like, we could potentially in Serbia sing our entire episode as one long hymn.
Oh my God, we would have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We simply must, right?
Yeah.
And then I would say in Ukraine, which they love us, they freaking love us. As soon as the war is over, we go in to raise everyone's spirits. We bring on their president,
Zelensky. Yeah. Who we were the first ones talking about him. If you remember.
We really were. Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about him long before, like, literally everyone in America knew who he was.
Yeah.
We bring him on as a special guest, and maybe we do some riffs. Maybe we get him to draw a boob. I don't know. I think that would be kind of fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
And then in Slovakia...
Oh, yeah.
we would just step off the plane, and I don't think we would have to walk anywhere. They would just carry
No,
us.
they would carry us on their shoulders as conquering heroes.
Yeah.
Who have returned home to absolutely destroy on the podcast.
Yeah, we would. We would
So, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
We would absolutely kill.
And all we would have to do is say something like, me, and they would just laugh their asses off.
It's an honor. Thank you to the fans in Slovakia that have helped us achieve this great height.
Yeah.
We hope to see you soon. We really would love to.
Yeah.
We really want to do... So what we want to do first is the flea market tour around the United States.
That's a little more manageable.
Right, where we do live shows. And then after that, once we get our feet wet with live shows, I'm saying Eastern Europe is next.
Oh, yeah. And that would give them plenty of time to reconstruct.
Right.
You know, and clean up a little bit and like get back into the swing of things. And then we swoop in and we take their rising morale on a rocket ship ride straight to the top. I think
100%.
they would be so happy. And if we brought the same like flea market tour style to them,
I think it would absolutely destroy.
Yes, it
in Eastern Europe
1,000% would. Think about like in Serbia, we set up a tent for people to view the crystal flounder.
Oh my god, I can just imagine like the lines.
And then I bet we could really get the Serbian Orthodox Church upset with us until they came and saw the flounder for themselves.
And then it would just be all forgiven. You are simply forgiven. Beautiful fishes. Thank you so much.
And then they would, of course, seal the deal by saying,
right.
Amen, a many men, a many men, it's the manliest of men. That's how it goes, right?
Pretty close. Yeah. It's amen. See, here's the thing. I say amen. I think other people say amen. I think either one would be okay in this. Okay. Amen, 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 man. Amen, amen, man is the man of all men. But I like these other versions. Like I know you've had one recently, and in our Discord, Cool Gazoon, I believe, in the Sweetie Discord, had a really good another amen, amen, man that he shared with us. So I welcome the other versions.
It's a rich culture.
Right.
Very diverse.
And as its official representative for the show, I'm allowing that. So,
thank you so much for opening the gatekeeper on that.
I'm the gatekeeper on Serbia for the show.
You are.
So, yeah.
You're the resident Serbian expert, and therefore you can decide what Serbian content does or does not reach this show.
Right. And it's an honor to have that responsibility. I have to tell you.
Thank you, big man, for keeping the gate. Now it's time once again to get a little bit down. So we went up and now we're going to come back down again. Because on a serious note, a very sad note, a very well-known comedian passed away today. Gilbert Gottfried.
Yes.
Passed away. And I think the best way, we talked about this before we went on the air, the best way to honor his memory is to do the most obnoxious voice we can.
Yeah, we should talk to each other. We should come up with the most annoying voice that we can possibly get out of our body.
Yeah.
And communicate with each other with that annoying voice.
Yeah.
Just to honor him. I think he would want this. I think he'd like this. He'd appreciate it. And I'm ready to give it a shot, I guess.
Okay. I'm going to let you take the lead.
Okay. I don't want to be too Iago or like too much like him.
See,
I gotta
first,
have my own thing.
When we talked about it, I did think that we were gonna do like a Gilbert Gottfried impression, and see like not necessarily as a competition, see who's is better,
Right?
Because I was gonna say, and then we kick Papa-in-law off a cliff, which is from Aladdin.
Okay. So would you consider that your voice or no?
No, because that's like
Okay,
me trying
that's
to
just your
be
impression.
Gilbert. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So back to it. Most annoying voices. We can talk to each other. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Was that annoying? Oh, I like blew my throat out.
Yeah, that it sounded.
Oh,
Are you okay?
Jerry.
The B-52's guy and
Yeah.
Kramer together.
Right. Oh. Cure me, my precious kombuchios.
Yes. Nothing's better on a sore throat than kombuchios.
Yeah, right. Oh man, I don't know if mine was annoying. It was just really strange.
It was jarring, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think I tried to make it annoying at the end by making those extra noises, and then but it just became more disgusting. It was like, oh no.
And then it just blew out your vocal cords.
Yeah, my body was like, this is what you fucking get for trying to make that noise. Whatever the hell it was.
Exactly, yeah.
It's my tummy! Sorry, that's all I can see.
You gotta work on your posture.
I have been. I've been working on it lately, actually.
Good.
Thank
Cool
you.
Guy Zune said, the Serbian hymn sounds like the 2.5 Men song in my mind.
I don't know if I
agree.
know the 2.5 Men song. Can you?
It's just men, 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 men,
Oh.
men, men, men.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that is pretty close, actually.
yeah.
I wonder if the guys that made it were Serbian and they had heard the Serbian Amen song.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had to have been. Mm-hmm. Like, there's no other way, because if you didn't grow up around it, how could you ever
Right.
know?
Right. Crazy.
There's something I think that we wanted to talk about. We wanted to bring up a segment, bring it out of the closet, blow off the dust that has settled upon it,
Oh no.
because we haven't done this segment in a while.
Uh-oh. I'm getting nervous.
You shouldn't be, because you are central to this segment. As everyone knows, and maybe if you're listening to this show or watching this show for the first time, Bryan is a comedy god with a capital
right.
G, a capital O, a capital D. Mm-hmm. Before the pandemic, Bryan was pulling down 10,000 shows a night.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Casino after casino.
Yeah.
You name it.
It wasn't uncommon for Bryan to be doing his comedy set while he was getting on a plane.
Right. I was traveling. I was performing while traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just nonstop. My sets would never end. It was just constant set on the go. That's how busy
Yeah.
I was, how much work I was getting. I was doing gigs in the airport, on the plane, like just all combined. Everywhere I was a friggin' gig.
Everything was a gig.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic shut everything down.
Yeah.
And since then, those who can't do, teach. So Bryan has been giving us master classes here and there. But it's been a while since we've had one. But I think we have a topic today that we needed to really bring to you, and to do it in such a way that is educational for those aspiring comedians out there. Those of you who may be new to the show, or maybe you forgot about this, we did send Paul Clemente through the comedy gauntlet. We threw in so many comedy challenges because he aspired to... The
casino challenge.
Yes, the casino challenge. And that is a baptism by fire. For sure. And he performed flawlessly. And now he is one of the most successful stand-up comedians I've ever seen.
Basically took all of my dates. And now I'm not doing friggin' anything other than teaching because I can't get a friggin' spot. My life depended on it.
Yeah. All thanks to Paul Clemente.
Right. Incredible.
So let's just start it. Class is in session. Okay.
It's time for Comedy Masterclass with comedian Bryan Anderson.
All right, here's the class today, okay? Here's the frickin' lesson, okay?
Let's hear it.
The number one thing that comedy is for is to make you feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
Okay?
This,
right? Yeah, it's all about pushing boundaries and making you feel uncomfortable, right? If you see me out, you're walking in the street, like on your way home, and you see me, you shouldn't know, like, am I going to make you laugh? Or am I going to fucking tackle you and stab you? Right? Am I going to... It's uncomfortable. It's dangerous.
Yeah, that's right. You should never, ever, ever know what a comedian is going to do.
No. Bah!
Yeah.
See? Bah! You didn't even see it coming, did you?
No, not at all. And it's taking all that I have to not cry out in terror when you do that.
Because I'm making you feel uncomfortable. Right? I'm pushing your boundaries.
Right. And
it doesn't matter if it's fun. Excuse me. Class is still in session.
I was just going to add that when I go to a comedy club and I go see a comedian perform, I am not there to laugh.
No.
And no one should walk into a comedy club expecting to laugh.
No.
You should be ready to be uncomfortable.
Yes, it is not a place to feel comfortable. You need to be looking over your shoulder at all times. Someone could come up and stab you at any moment.
Yes.
That's what it's all about. It's all about pushing the boundaries.
Yes.
Making you feel uncomfortable.
Something else that just came to mind is they call them edge lords for a reason, right?
Yeah. They're the Lord of the Edge.
Exactly. They are pushing the envelope. They're pushing boundaries. And that is the only thing that comedy is about. It's about pushing boundaries. It's about making the audience feel so uncomfortable and so ready to leave the theater.
Frightened about your surrounding. Frightened about your well-being.
Yeah, exactly. You're also afraid and threatened. And you feel like you could be verbally abused by any minute. Like anyone at any minute.
Right.
Because anyone could be in the show, like part of the show, sitting around you.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that'll really throw you off. Every once in a while, there might be something that could make you laugh. Right? And but that'll just take you off your edge. So you don't give in. You need to stay uncomfortable.
Yeah.
No, you need to stay uncomfortable. Because 1 second laughing, you take your focus off of, being ready and on guard, keeping those hands up in fighting mode at all times.
Exactly. That is
right.
That is a perfect analogy for it. Yeah. You're absolutely right.
So comedy is all about making you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. And don't you ever fucking forget it.
Don't you forget it. And remember that, and class is over. Thank you.
Class dismissed. Beautiful.
Thank you.
While we're on the subject of segments that we have not used for a while,
Okay.
we have a few voicemails.
Oh!
So, should we
That's fun.
jump into the listener lagoon?
Yeah, but we might as well plug the line too, right?
You know what? That's a great point, and I haven't even thought about it. That's how long it's been since we've had a call. It's so sad. Our random line is 260-355-5713. And if you're watching us right now, it's on the screen. But if you're just listening to us again, it's 260-355-5713. And during the show, while we are recording, we always answer the phone. Always.
It's our promise.
It is our promise to you, our covenant to you. But
our Constitution.
Yes, it is. It is literally written in the Constitution for the show.
And you can never disrespect the Constitution.
No, not at all. And it's not open for interpretation. It's very straightforward. And it was written in 1776, just like the United States Constitution.
Of course. That is the only possible date that a valid constitution can be constructed. Don't even fucking show me another constitution from a different year.
Yeah,
no.
That's bullshit. If it is not from 1776, it's not a real constitution, bitch.
07.
Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, we always pick up the phone during recordings. But if we're not recording, you can always leave us a voicemail, which is what these people did. They can call anytime, and you can call anytime, day or night. You can always leave a voicemail at 260-355-5713. And it looks like we've got 3 of them this week. So I am going to jump right in.
You know those drummers?
Yeah.
The ones that are like...
Yeah. Yeah, that guy's definitely doing it.
Yeah, he's
Yeah. I gotta say, the mouth sounds that are happening when you do that, at least in my headphones, it's awful.
Oh no, I am so sorry.
It's okay. It is what it is. All right, here's our next one.
Ciao! It's me, Obi-Wan Marathi, and this is a recipe for Ewok Eats.
Obi-Wan Marathi.
6 fresh herb sprigs, a combination of parsley, thyme, and chives. Half a cup of plain yogurt. 4 ounces of cream cheese at room temperature, of course. 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and 1/4 teaspoon of garlic salt.
Can I just say, for this being Bharati, he doesn't have the voice.
Head of broccoli. With your fingers, this is my real voice. This is going to get complicated, so I can't do the Obi-Wan Bharati voice anymore.
Oh boy.
With your fingers, step 1. With your fingers, pull the THYME and parsley leaves off the stems. Put the leaves and chives on the cutting board and carefully chop with a light
an
paper.
abbreviation.
And then set them aside.
I think
Step
it's,
2,
I
put
think
the
it's
yogurt and the
to
cream cheese
just
in the mixing bowl.
delineate
Stir with
between
the wooden
actual
spoon till
time.
smooth.
That
Add the
herb
chopped
you
herbs, Worcestershire sauce, salt,
mix
and pepper, and
Yes.
stir well.
everywhere. That
Cover with
herb you mix
plastic
everywhere. It's
refrigerator
time,
for 1
baby.
hour to
Literally
get the flavors
does.
blend.
Yeah.
Step 3, put the head of broccoli on the cutting board. Use the knife to cut off florets. And those are the flowery-looking tops of the broccoli.
Wait a
Be
man's
sure to
point.
leave a little stem on the florets. If the florets are in big clusters, cut the stems to make smaller ones. Step 4, spread the dip
Honestly,
on the bottom of a
I'm
shallow
not gonna
dish,
try this
such
'cause
as
it
a
has
pie
broccoli
pan.
in it. I don't
Stand the
like
florets
broccoli.
You don't
upright
like
in the dip,
broccoli?
No.
side by side.
Ugh.
to
You don't
make
like
an Ewok
broccoli?
forest.
I
It
like
makes for
broccoli.
servings.
Yeah,
Oh, you can
I'm into
also
broccoli. Like,
serve
if
the
it,
dip
the
with
more, the
potato
Frencher,
chips,
the better.
tortilla chips,
Yeah.
or other vegetables such as carrots and celery sticks. That's the Obi-Wan Barati. Excuse me. That is Obi-Wan Barati's Ewok Eats. Let's have it. All right. Thanks
Well-
a lot for your time. Say hi to my dad.
To that, I say yub nub, which is a traditional celebratory phrase said by the Ewoks. Sounds great. Like I said, I'm not a broccoli person. I don't like broccoli, so I'm not gonna try it. Sorry. Thanks.
Might have had some broccoli tonight.
Really?
Frenched broccoli. By the way, when we say French or French, I like to substitute that for fresh. I think it's the funniest thing. So now you know why we do it, and you should do it too. Let's make it viral.
Yeah, we. Yeah, I love replacing the word fresh with Frenched.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
French.
it's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. French. Yeah. Frenched.
Yeah.
Yeah. Frencher. See, when you said, I was trying to say fresher and I was trying to do Frencher. The Frencher, the better.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, please do that.
Make it go viral, please.
Please.
All right, we've got one more. Let's see what this one's all about.
Hey, this is Scotty Bizwiz, and I've got some hot tips for you. Buy some stock in RC Cola right now. Get it while it's hot. Hot, steaming RC Cola stocks ready for your buying. That's Scotty Bizwiz. Financial tips for you.
I didn't realize that RC Cola was still in production. Did you?
No,
I mean,
I didn't. But maybe that's why they have such available stocks.
Well,
they're unloading them at discount rates.
maybe they should turn it into a Bitcoin.
Right. It's decentralized.
Yeah, and then they can make their graph and watch it go up.
Right. There you go.
So
Then they got something to do all day.
the graph.
I want to become one of the graph drawers. I wonder
Oh,
how you
yeah.
do that. Like maybe you got to get a degree, do you think? Or is that just kind of like a...
I bet you could probably watch an online course and get it.
Yeah. And then be a certified crypto graph drawer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Maybe that's something that we could do. we could draw our own graph. Whoa! Whoa! Jerry, it's going up and down, Jerry.
Yeah, that's right, folks. Next week here on OMG So Random Hee Hee, it's Kramer draws a graph.
Jerry, I'm into crypto, Jerry.
Jerry, look at the graph. Kramer drawing the graph. It would just be so volatile. Oh! It would make everyone else start to make the Kramer noise because they were just like watching the graph.
Yeah, everybody's just like doing this with their arms. Yeah. I think that'll be great. This is going to be a revolution in cryptocurrency.
Kramer coin. Now on the graph, drawn by Kramer.
What would be hilarious is if we started the Kramer coin and then Michael Richards came after us and was like really upset with us.
Oh my God, that would be the best thing I think that could ever happen.
I agree. Yeah.
What if we just somehow got rich off of it? Like his likeness and totally in spite of him. Just like totally fucked him.
You gotta give me your money. That's me, Jerry. I think we should go for it. Let's do it. Let's get rich off of Kramer.
Oh, but then there was that article that you sent when we were discussing, like, could we just put up whatever? It was like, these companies, if you put them in an NFT, they're coming after you.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. So
maybe not.
I know Kramer is a very powerful character on a very powerful show. So
that is true.
Partially now owned by Steve Bannon. Oh. So beware.
Gross. Well, it's about that time to do the freaking randomizer now.
Ay, ay, ay.
Пластинаком фасанькастуз.
It's just like gibberish. It just made up. It sounds like what stanga fuga miss muga tunga mudamis. That's not a real thing.
Computer, please repeat.
Пластинаком фасанькастуз.
I'm gonna try to pronounce it. So the article is in front of me now.
Okay.
Lestinogamophis angustus. So what that is, it's either a spined fairy tale or common fairy tale.
What?
It's a species of dragonfly. So apparently people call dragonflies fairy tales.
Like okay, so what I'm starting to understand here is that dragonflies, even though we see them, they're not actually real, and they're part of a fairy tale that we are able to see. Yes. Is this what we've just uncovered?
That is correct. Yes, dragonflies, much like real fairies, are not real.
But you can see.
But yes, you can see them.
But but what about fairies? Like, I've never seen a fairy. Have you seen a fairy?
No, I've not.
Oh my God! I thought you'd seen a fairy for a second.
I wish. No,
Do you know anyone that's seen a fairy?
I bet with some mind-altering substances.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I want to hear about a real-life fairy sighting right now.
Yeah.
If you're listening to our show live, and you're out there, and you have witnessed a fairy with your own two eyes flying in the wild amongst the beautiful plants and flowers, and even with their cousins, the dragonflies.
Yes, literally.
Please call us and tell us. I need to hear your fairy sighting story immediately. And if I don't, we might need to start, like, I might need to research on YouTube and reach out to some fairy sighting YouTubers just to have them on or something.
That would be honestly fantastic.
Right?
I would love to talk to. Would fairies be considered cryptids?
Yeah, I don't see. It makes it complicated because usually cryptids don't have like aren't as human, or what is a mermaid considered a cryptid?
See, that's what I don't know. And is
it like a different thing?
Is Sasquatch a cryptid?
Sasquatch is.
Okay.
I'm pretty positive Sasquatch is.
Like.
Yeah, I've always thought of that more like primate-ish.
Yeah.
Not quite human, but like maybe same kind of family.
So like a mermaid is, since the top half is human.
Right. That's why I'm like, I don't know. And a fairy is supposed to be like a human body, right?
Right.
But with wings?
Right.
Yeah.
And magical powers. And really tiny.
Right.
Don't forget.
Right.
Fairies are really, really tiny.
So would they be smaller than a dragonfly?
I would say probably comparable in size. Like if you stood a dragonfly upright like this, I bet a fairy would be about the same height.
Same height, okay.
Yeah. So like maybe 3 inches tall.
What if I had a fairy sighting now? Now that it's been something I've become aware of.
That would be amazing. I hope you would come on the show and say that. Like, that would be the first thing you would want to talk about.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know if I'd be able to wait until the show. Like, I would have to yell it from the mountaintops. Like, I would go on a fairy yelling spree, I think.
Well, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's only reasonable that you would then, book speaking engagements, especially at like universities and museums, where you would reveal that you have indeed seen fairies.
Of course. Yeah. And I would autograph the insides of books for some reason. Yeah. No one knows why, but...
Yeah, not that you have written any books.
I hadn't
will autograph books.
Right. But I am touring around still, speaking about the fairies, too.
Of course, yeah.
And autographing books is the other thing I'm doing.
Here's my proposition. Mm-hmm. For a while, when our dear friend Paul was captured at the General Mills factory...
Yes.
We turned the random line into the Paul Clemente Memorial Tip Line.
That's right, we did.
I propose that as of tonight, we turn the random line into the fairy spotting network line.
Yes! Yeah!
We want your fairy sightings. So call us, please, with your fairy sightings.
Your fairy tales.
Yes, your fairy tales, literally.
Yeah.
And feel free to let the emotions just run through you. Because I imagine, like, if you were to see a fairy out in the wild, you would just want to shriek.
It's emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be as unhinged as you wish. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Squeak and scream.
Yeah. So once again, that number for the fairy spotting tip line, it's 260-355-5713. Send us your fairy stories now.
Yeah, I need to hear about anything, even like if you think it was maybe a fairy. Like, you're not positive, but it could have been. Like, I need to even hear that.
And maybe we can work on getting a fairy expert for next week's show.
Yeah. There's got to be someone out there on YouTube that knows a lot about sighting fairies and getting out there.
Yeah.
You probably would use binoculars.
Oh, for sure, because they're so teeny tiny. Even maybe a magnifying glass.
Wow.
Or even a spyglass.
We have a lot to learn if we want to see a fairy.
I agree. Yeah. I feel like there's so much to learn. And the best part is we get to do our own research about it.
It's always the best part.
Yeah. All right, that's the end of the show. Buy our NFT.
I'm one of these guys now. You know, like,
Yeah.
thank you so much for listening. Yeah, and I just can't stop doing it, and I won't stop doing it for some reason.
Cool Guy Zune said in the chat before we leave, Sasquatch is a cryptid, mermaid is a cryptid, fairies, and he spells fairies F-A-E-R.
E.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fairies are real, he says.
Fairies are just not even like a cryptid or anything. It's just accepted.
They're their own thing. Yeah.
And they're just real.
They're just real. So I guess we'll just see next week, right?
So yeah. So what would be Fairies? That I thought that would be it. Is that different?
I think it's the same.
Okay.
This is why we need an expert on the show.
Right.
To ask the questions.
We need some answers.
We really do.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, bitch.
We'll get them for you next week. Bye-bye.